Hi everyone. So I'm not in front of the birds today, but they're here. They're fine. I'll show you. There's everybody. You can see RC right there, and Kiki right there, and I think Meal is in his cage. Oh nope, Meal is not in his cage. Meal is right there. Okay, so the reason why I'm over here was to show you something, and I'll give you about 5 minutes to figure out what that thing is. Can you tell I like to play guessing games? I like to play guessing games. See, I'm gonna start this video out with the good stuff, and then I'm gonna add, and then I'll let you know ahead of time. I'm gonna end the video with the bad stuff. So, just that's your warning. So, how was everyone's Christmas? Did you get what you wanted or what you needed? Was there anything that you gave that was extra special that you wanted to talk about? Let us know in the comments. As far as us, we had a nice relaxing Christmas. I made the egg bake, but because I went to bed early, it was in the crock pot longer than normal. So by the time we went to eat, it had deflated back down. So when it says 8 hours, that's not 8 hours plus 2. So, but it still tastes the same, and we still ate the whole thing. So, let's see. My mom got a whole bunch of puzzles because she likes to do puzzles, 1,000-piece puzzles, not too hard, because I like to get her the hard ones, and because I want her to spend a little time actually working at it. But she goes, not too hard. So I'm counting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think she got 8 of them, plus a whole stack of books. And a little bit of candy, chocolate. That's what she wanted. What did I get? Got some nuts, because I like nuts, mixed nuts, cashews. Got some yogurt pretzels. I got Mom likes to give everybody one of these. This is butter toffee, caramel popcorn, butter toffee with almonds. So basically, grown up Cracker Jack. Oh, and no prize. And I asked for body wash. I got 4 bottles of it. I asked for some Google Play cards. I got 2 of them. I think that's the highlight. The only thing I did not get on my list was I asked for some wigs for my videos. especially a Dolly Parton wig. That's what I really want. Didn't get them. But I've been told that Goodwill Stores has a nice selection. If not, I know Amazon has some. So, so did you guess yet what I got for Christmas and why we're sitting here? This thing. I've been complaining. Okay, so I used to sit on that end of the couch for years. And then, because that end of the couch, because it's, couches get old and they start, well, it was getting harder for me to stand up from this side, so I had to switch over to this side. And that meant there's no lamp on this side at all. There's a little bitty touch lamp, but it's so small that it doesn't hardly do anything, and it's way over there. So, and even if you move it here, still. So I've been complaining every time I want to read the paper or read anything for that matter that's not on a tablet. I can't see, and it's hard for me to read. And so so it's like, I would like a lamp. I would like a light. Can I have a lamp? Can I get a lamp? So I put on my Christmas list. So we opening gifts, and so I had my pile. Mom had her pile. My father had his pile. And I get all done. Mom says, "There's one more." I'm thinking, I try to guess ahead what my gifts are going to be. So I was thinking, well, if it's not here, that means it's too big to be wrapped. It's probably my lamp. So then they had it hiding somewhere. They bring it into the kitchen to the dining room, and that is where Kiki saw it. And he let out his alarm call. That really loud, and he proceeded to do that every time we tried to move it. So it sat over by the table. If you so much as put a finger on it, 5-alarm call again. And we're like, well, how are we supposed to get it from there over to here? So Mom and I talked about it, and so we decided to put it in my room. And then so it's like, well, you can I was thinking, well, maybe if you move it into at an inch at a time, let him get used to it, move it a little bit, let him get used to it, but that could take a while. So finally I said, or we could just rip the Band-Aid off and just do it, and endure some noise, but then he'll get used to it. So we decided that when I was at work, so I had Monday off, and as holiday, so we cleaned out this whole area here, and so Tuesday, Meal's in his cage, Kiki's in his cage. The only one who's not in a cage is RC, and bring the lamp in so we don't have 3 birds flying around, and get into place, get in position, whatever, before I get home. That was the plan. I get home, and what happened was, apparently, while I was sitting in the kitchen on Christmas, Kiki already got used to it. It was a non-event. They put it in, nobody fluttered, nobody screamed. RC just kind of sat kind of sat, kind of hiding somewhere, and but other than that, so, but it moves up and down. The switch is right back here. So it's pretty cool. I finally have my lamp. So, so there was that. Now, so I bought 2 things on an online auction. They arrived. And they're both musical instruments. One of them is very easy to play. Do you know what it is? Let's see if the microphone can pick this up. I have no idea if that's going to pick that up. I'm going to assume that it is. If you don't know, that's a rain stick. Kind of add some filler in a song or you know, instrumental part or in the beginning part of a song. So there's that one. Now, who can guess what this is? Let me know if you know this before I tell you. This is a hand-painted didgeridoo. Australian. So I figured you just buy it, you just play it. Well, apparently there is a learning curve. So I've been watching some YouTube videos on how to play it, and I haven't yet been able to make a sound out of it, but I'm working on it. Because there's a lip thing that you gotta do. And I'm trying to, so I practice while I'm at work. Kind of like that. But more. If I can get that going consistently, and while you're doing that, and then you put your lips in there and blow, then you should be able to make that sound. So, and once I do, I will include it in the video. Okay. So, Daisy, I finished that medicine. Didn't do any good. She still looks like a raccoon. And now there are areas of her paws that she's been licking the fur off on some of her toes. I think all 4 feet, I think. Plus there's a spot on one toe that's, if you touch it, she kind of jumps, so obviously it stings. I'm not exactly sure what to do. So I bought some, it's on order. It's supposed to be coming soon. It's some kind of like a salve. It's supposed to be for itchy and to moisturize her paws, because the pads of her paws are like really dry and cracked, and to me they look huge. They're not little. And so I'm gonna try that. And I have to go buy her food. I have to buy her food at the vet. But I know they make medications for allergies so that they take every day, and I want to see if we can get them hooked up on some of that. And worst case scenario is I'm gonna have to buy her some booties to wear to keep her from licking. And the last resort is one of those cones. I don't want to do it, but she can't keep doing this. So, end the video with the bad news. One is, over Christmas, I can't remember what day. It was right. I think it was the week of Christmas. I lost a bird. One of the finches. We finally figured out that it was Zorro. I had noticed there was one in there that was just not looking right. Looked kind of rough. It kind of looked like his head was kind of like this. And when he went over to go eat spray millet or whatever, he'd be like by himself. The other birds weren't with him. And finally one day I went to, in fact, I think it was a day I was going to go film the story. I think I was getting ready to do that when I looked in the cage, and there was a little finch laying on the bottom. And it took us a little while to figure out, because Zorro is the dad of 4 of them, and 3 of the 4 have similar the masking around the eyes, but I think the other 3 have the Groucho Marx eyebrows that Carmen has, but obviously Zorro does not. So this bird does not. So Zorro, I mean, he was 4, so that's near the top of their age or their lifespan. Carmen's still going good, but so when I picked him out of the cage, I did notice that on the underside, kind of by the vent, there was a fairly good sized lump, and over by the neck, I couldn't feel a lump, but you could definitely tell there was something causing his head tilt. So yeah, so there was that. So I have six finches now and 12 birds. 6? No. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, 12 birds. Now for the really bad news. This happened yesterday. So Jen's dog, Aurora is a corgi. This last summer she became blind, and it was discovered she was diabetic. And so she's been, doing everything she can to take care of her properly, learn about all that. But the last few days, it was getting harder to get her to eat, and especially the last few days, she didn't want to eat, and she didn't want to move. She didn't want to go outside. She just wanted to sleep. So we were kind of expecting the end would be soon. Well, Monday morning, early Monday morning, she was very lethargic, and Jen tried to test her blood sugar, and she couldn't get any blood at all. So she made some frantic phone calls, and then finally brought her into our local vet, even though she didn't have an appointment or anything. She goes, "You've never met me. I've never been here, but I need help." Plus, Aurora her her stool had been getting really dark and a very foul odor, which Jen, she has seen that before. It usually means internal bleeding, and so basically her body was shutting down, and she had to put her down. So she goes home. She comes home, and you know, she had to call her father to help pay the bill, because it was emergency visit like that isn't cheap. She finally gets home, and Opal, her kitty, was unresponsive. And yellow. Skin, eyes, gums was really yellow. And so more frantic phone calls. And she eventually finds out that apparently there's some fairly common cat disease or something, liver disease, that kills them when they're about 7 years of age. And Opal was 7. So Opal then dies. So 2 in one day. I come home and, I don't know. Opal we didn't see coming. So Jen's having a rough time, as you can about imagine. But we talked some last night. She was feeding her RC and Kiki French fries, and yeah. So I hate to end the video like that, but it's getting that time, and I gotta film the other video. So, I hope better days are coming. So, hopefully 2022 will be better for her. That's all I can say. So, this is the last video of the year. So I want to thank you all for a great year, and hopefully we'll have more of the same next year. So I'm signing off now. Talk to you later in the comments. Bye.